Good evening. We bring you the latest in the world of sports. I'm Paulo Del Rosario.
And we give you the conversations you want to hear from your favorite sports icons and athletes. I'm Boom Gonzalez. And in tonight's game plan, Philippine boxing coach Marcos Manalo and SEA Games gold medalists Eumir, Marcial, Rogen, Ladon, and Ian Clark Bautista all join us live.
We'll also discuss UAAP Season 84 volleyball first round superstars that are built by building a first round starting 7. And we'll debut a brand new segment on the biggest storylines in the NBA playoffs. I have no idea what that is. Buckle up, sports fans. Let's get in the game. Our boxing heroes are back from the 2021 Southeast Asian Games, and once again, they returned with much success around their necks. Joining us tonight, our Philippine boxing SecGen, Marcos Manalo, and our 3 SEA Games boxing gold medalists, Eumir, Marcial, Rogen, Ladon, and Ian Clark Bautista. Mga idol, congratulations! Thank you very much for wearing your medals. I know that never gets old seeing that here. SecGen, I want to ask you first, kasi syempre, this achievement for the boxing team it's not unprecedented, but it is very impressive. 9 boxers, 9 medals. How impressed are you po?
Yes, we're very satisfied, obviously. Can't complain with all boxers going on with medals, plus winning 3 golds. But obviously, there are still areas to work on, but we're very happy with the outcome that we got.
Eumir, ang ganda ng momentum mo mula sa Olympics, obviously. Kinasal ka pa. Pagkatapos, singit ko lang
Yes,
and of course, your 4th SEA Games gold. Meron bang dagdag pressure ng konti dahil nakauna yung dalawa, tapos sumunod ka, and then of course, may expectations from you dahil from the Olympics, you're a professional boxer already. Kasama ba yan sa mga iniisip mo pa?
Yes, sobrang, kahit before pa mag-start ng tournament, sobrang nakaka-pressure talaga. Ang daming nagbe-message sa akin, lalo yung mga nagbe-message sa akin. And then, lalo ako na-pressure sa mga tao, yung pamilya ko dahil nung recent professional fight ko, na-knockout ako, and then medyo pagdating, iba na naman yung transition ko, nagpunta ko sa amateur, sa SEA Games.
Correct.
So, kung ba natatakot sila sa magiging performance ko. Pero, ayun, tulad ng tinuturo sa amin parati ni Sir Marcos na yung pressure nandyan lang yan. Kailangan mo lang i-absorb. And then, yun, tiwala naman ako sa training, kaya ayun, nakuha pa rin natin yung gold.
Parang di ka nga pinawisan Tama ba, Coach? Tama ba?
Ian, first of all, this is first gold medal in quite some time dito sa Southeast Asian Games. 2019, nag-bronze ka. Ano yung feeling na naka-gold ka ngayon, especially since back a few years ago, bronze ang nakuha mo?
Sobrang saya po kasi nagbunga yung pinaghirapan namin ng mga coaches po namin, yung sacrifice namin na malayo sa pamilya. Tsaka ilang months kasi kami sa ibang bansa para mag-training lang po talaga. Para makapokus talaga.
Oo.
Roger, ikaw naman, interesado ako dun sa preparation mo kasi nanalo ka ng gold sa Thailand Open, di ba? Pero hindi ka nakasampa ng Olympics. Wala kang competition bago nun. Tapos ito, nag-gold ka dito sa SEA Games. How do you explain that? Parang yung preparation mo, tama lang ba? Yung motivation mo, maganda ba?
Yun nga, nakapaginto ako ng 2 years. Umaga, tuloy-tuloy naman tuloy-tuloy naman yung training namin sa Baguio. Kaya sabi ko sa sarili ko na walang pressure lang. Kaya yun, nakuha namin ang gintong medalya.
So kahit nung wala kang competition, enough na yung preparation doon sa Thailand Open, tingin mo yung, nanalo ka pa ng gold doon, di ba?
Napakalaking tulong sa akin yung kasi kumbaga na-exposure ako doon. Na-expose ako para pagdating sa SEA Games, kumbaga handa ako, maging 100%.
Section, we talked a lot about yung kabado going into this, so especially with these two? And kasi there hasn't been a lot of competition in boxing because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
How did all the preparation help to get them here? Especially, alam ko, you have a little specialty in the mental aspect of the game. So how did that all come together para sa boxing team natin?
Yeah, well, actually kahit sina Rogen, sina Ian, even if they didn't compete sa Olympics, kasali sila dun sa Olympic preparations sa Thailand. So hindi talaga nahinto yung training nila. And then ang kulang lang talaga sa amin is yung tournament. Kasi kukunti lang talaga yung tournaments no in the past few months. But buti naka-join kami dun sa Thailand Open. But training-wise, tuloy-tuloy naman sila. Hindi naman huminto.
Alam mo, Eumir, nagbibiro ako na hindi ka pinawisan doon. Pero pag-usapan natin yun. Kasi yung gold medal match, di ba, stoppage yun. 2 beses yata na standing 8, no? Tapos yung bago nun, stoppage din yun, di ba? Maikli rin yung laban na yun. How do you explain your dominance in this SEA Games, getting your fourth gold?
Siguro, sir, dahil sa hard work ko and kumbaga may pride ako sir na pinagawa ka na Olympic medalist, professional boxer, silver medal sa Olympics and then 3 times SEA Games gold. Kumbaga ito yung corona ko na kailangan ko i-defend, na ipakita na ito pa yung time na nag-i-improve pa ako lalo. So gusto
Hindi ka
ko,
pa rin pipik.
Yes, yes. Doon pa ako sa process na nag-improve ako. Kaya gusto ko pa ipakita yung best Eumir Marcial na lumaban sa SEA Games. Kaya yun yung naging outcome ng laro na hindi ko naman kumbaga kagustuhan kagad ma-stop yung laban pero siguro
Yun ang
experience
kinalabasan.
ko, yun yung
Kami, yun ang kagustuhan namin.
Rogen, yung team na to, I remember we talked before kasi ikaw yung isa sa mga leaders ng team na to eh. And when we look at yung production, 9 boxers, 9 medals, it hasn't happened in a very long time. Anong masasabi mo sa growth ng Team Pilipinas Boxing na it's getting more and more effective, a better team moving forward?
Yun nga sir, kumbaga nag-share lang kami sa bawat isa. Kung anong mga kulang namin, siyempre minsan hindi namin nakikita yung mga kulang namin. Kumbaga sinishare namin kung anong mga kulang para may check namin.
Ian, mabilis lang. Tama ba na sabihin ko na nag-bronze ka sa Kuala Lumpur tsaka sa Pilipinas?
Apo.
2017, 2019. Yan ba yung naging fuel? Naging motivation para makakuha ng gold? Parang heartbreak ba yun?
Parang naging uwaw po ulit sa ginto. Kasi yung first time ko na SEA Games, gold eh.
2015 yun.
2015.
Sa Singapore, no?
Opo, yung first time na SEA Games po. Tapos yung kasunod na puro bronze na, kaya parang medyo na lumural. Kaya ngayon parang medyo uhaw talaga sa ginto.
Anong emotions mo?
Ayun, sobrang saya po talaga. Tapos yun, sa mga laban, lalo na nung final, medyo kinakabahan po talaga. Pero yung excited na makalaro, nandun po talaga.
In the case of Rogen pa, hometown bet pa yung kalaban, di ba? So, galing.
Galing.
Saya.
Sir Marcos, ano yung what's up next for Team Philippines Boxing?
Yeah, those who weren't able to join the SEA Games, we want to give them exposure. So we're joining a tournament in Greece in June. And then after that, in August to September, we'll have a training camp in Colorado Springs in the US. So kasama sila.
Nice.
Alright, perfect.
Congratulations. Congratulations din, balita ko.
Oo nga eh.
Engaged.
Yes, sir!
Oo. Ako na, nagsabi, nahiya si Roger. Pero siningit ko na. Congratulations.
Congratulations everyone. And congratulations sa ring. Alright, so...
I put him on the spot.
Oo nga eh. Hindi siya ready. Nakangiti na lang eh.
Okay, congratulations and thanks for dropping by. And after the break, we'll talk UAAP Season 84 Volleyball Superstars as we build a first round starting 7. Stay tuned. You're watching The Game. Still watching the game. Now, before the UAP Season 84 volleyball second round action resumes tomorrow, let's wrap the first round by highlighting the league's superstars. And joining us tonight is one of our reliable volleyball analysts. Our good friend Noreen Go is with us. Good evening.
Hello, boys. Good to be here with you guys.
You know what? I'm excited for, the social media clamor that will come out after this list right now. Kasi she has a list here of the top 7, in her opinion, in the first round. So we're gonna name all of them first.
Game.
And we'll get to them one at a time. So from NU, Lams Lamina as a setter. NU's Alyssa Solomon as an opposite hitter. NU's Bella Belen, outside hitter. UST's Ea Laure, outside hitter. NU's Ivy Laxina, middle blocker. DLSU's Thea Gagate as middle blocker. And NU's Janierva as libero. So there's the list right there on your screens. And boom, who do you want to start with?
Let's start with the setter. Set the table right away with Camille Lams. Why is she your choice?
Well, we have to admit, NU, for me right now
Yeah.
at 7-0, they're the most complete team. So if you have a complete team, your setter really has to be creative. You have 3 of your players in the top 10 in scoring. So that speaks a lot about the setter. Then I looked at the stats. She's actually number 1. So she deserves to be number 1 for me.
She was a former best setter too in high school. She's
Right.
been with these girls for a long time.
Yeah.
She's got all the weapons.
Yeah, and it shows in the team. You mentioned it a while ago, undefeated yung NU, and majority of the players here are, they're deservedly so on this list. Alyssa Solomon now, opposite hitter for NU as well. Number 7 in scoring, number 1 in serves. What do you see from her?
For me, she's by far one of the most dominant opposite hitters in the league today, no? She's still young, and I'm really excited for her career. I'm hoping to see her as part of the national team in the future, but what she brings is stability as a opposite hitter, really. She's complementing the entire team of NU.
That statement that you just said, that she's still young, you can say this for the whole
The
league.
entire NU
True.
team. Yeah.
Who at one point or another are national team members, former national team,
Yeah.
and will be part of the national team, including the one that you chose as our outside hitter, Bella Belen, who is not only so good in terms of her playing, always camera ready too,
Yeah.
but
That is
always
true.
delivering.
That is true.
Your thoughts on her, Noreen?
We have to mention that she is the only player in the top 10 in all categories.
Yes.
In all categories, she's the only player.
Wow.
I have my código because all categories, she's number 5, a scorer, number 2 in spikes, and so on and so forth. But what I love about Bella Belen is the simplicity
Yeah.
she brings to the game. She makes it look easy. She's enjoying, and she's contributing at the same time. So really, all-around player for me.
Great point.
Yeah, incredible. Just to round out your point there. So number 5 in scoring, number 2 in serves, number 2 in spiking, number 7 in receiving, and number 10 in
Right.
digs. Grabe. So I think we can move on to a non-NU player muna.
Non-NU player,
Non-NU player.
but equally special, if not probably in the eyes of a lot of people, the most special
Ooh,
this year.
I agree.
Right?
Yeah.
That's a hot take, I guess, but not so hot if you're asking the UST Golden Tigresses.
Ea Laure.
I have to admit, when I was tasked to come up with a 7, she was the first person that came into my mind. For me, so far in the first round, she's my MVP.
I was going to ask you at the end of the
No,
discussion.
I have to say it already.
Okay.
I have to say it already, only because no other UST player is part of the top 20, I think, in scoring. And they're at 5 and 2. So imagine what she's been doing for UST. She's literally carrying the team on her back and on her shoulders, and they're still looking to the Final Four.
Yeah, there's also an intangible about her in the clutch moments. They've had 4 or 5 setters already in the UAP, and she has delivered in the end for them in their wins.
She just doesn't want to lose.
She doesn't want to lose.
That's what you love about her.
That's why I said she's special.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see it in the way that she plays. She also has this poise and this experience that's really shining through. And really, it's something to watch out for. We also have to go back to NU right now again because NU, again, they're all over the place. Ivy Laxina, middle blocker. What's so special?
The next Din Santiago.
Actually, but we have to mention, in terms of scoring, the top 10, no middle blockers part of the top 10. But if you're about 11, 12, you're in a good place. And what I like about Ivy Laxina is the leadership she brings to this very young squad. She's actually playing really well. She has improved through the years. I mean, we saw her as a rookie, And I think she's a good complement also to NU.
Sundan na natin na isang middle blocker.
Yeah.
Another one, Thea Gagate, you chose her.
It's pretty much the same. You know, they're complementing the very volatile outside hitters. You can see in the top 10, it's really more outside hitters. So these middle blockers are just playing solid. Once you play solid and you're in the 10, 12 leading scorers of the conference, the season, then you're in a good place for me.
And of course, for Libero, Jen Yerva, again, balik na tayong NU. Kasi this NU team, up and down, has been performing so well. They have so many players here. Jen Yerva, number 1 in receiving, number 3 digger in the league.
Well, when we talk about the setter in Lamina having to be creative, then you have to have a good floor defense. And that's what Jen Yerva provides. Number 1 in receiving, number 3, like you said, in digging. So that in itself, she's really helping the squad get that 7-0 in the first round, and they're hoping to, in the second round do the same.
Can they stay undefeated? NU?
Hot take bigla. Eh.
Okay.
For me.
Okay, let's say.
Okay.
We will end with that.
Okay.
We will end with that.
No fair.
Can they stay undefeated? Can naman.
They can.
They can.
Yeah, but as we all know, being undefeated comes with a lot of burden also. So let's see
Pressure,
whether or not.
right?
Let's see whether or not these young girls can come up and handle that. Noreen, maraming salamat.
Thank
you
you.
very much for joining us. We can't wait to hear more of you throughout the rest of the season. Alongside Boom.
At babalikan natin yung tanong na yan.
True.
This season. Thanks, Noreen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, when we return, we'll play a brand new segment on the biggest stories and superstars as we inch closer to the NBA Finals. Welcome back to the game. The NBA has announced their list of all NBA teams. The Mavs avoid a sweep, and we're inching closer and closer to the end of the playoffs. So, it's time for our resident Salt Lake City fan Emphasis on the salt now. My partner, Paolo Del Rosario's brand new segment. Do you know about this?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay, it's called Jazz It Up or Jazz It Down. Okay?
Alright, may T-card daw.
Oh,
Alright, so may graphics ba?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So,
alright.
the rules are very simple. We got a couple of statements which are prepared that you have not seen.
Okay.
You don't even know about this game.
Not at all.
Jazz it up if you agree, and jazz it down if you don't agree. And for people who don't understand, Paolo is the biggest Utah Jazz fan.
In
Just
the
in case
country,
we have
in the zip code.
Yeah,
Yeah.
new TV viewers to figure out what this
Yeah.
is all about. All right.
I agree.
Okay, game. Jazz it up or down. Okay, here's the first statement. The All-NBA second team is better than the first. Ooh.
Okay.
Can we see that list
Okay,
again?
so let's look at that list again because that's really interesting eh. Kasi the first team is Giannis Antetokounmpo, Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic, Devin Booker, and Jason Tatum. But yung second team kasi natin, Joel Embiid, Ja Morant, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, and DeMar DeRozan. Alam mo, I think I'll have to... Wow, this is really tough. I would jazz it down because I would jazz it down. So I think the first team is
still
better
better.
than the second team this season.
This season. Yeah,
This
yeah.
season,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
Pero if you look at yung legacy, syempre second team ako. Kasi you have Steph Curry there, Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid's probably the biggest snub because of the position system. You can only have one center. I would argue that he would be there over Devin Booker. But with the current situation and looking at just the current season, baka jazz it down ako
Okay,
dito.
okay. So first team pa rin.
Yeah, first team pa rin ako
Alright.
dito.
Statement number 2. Jason Tatum, who is playing right now in
Yes.
the Eastern Conference Finals against the Miami Heat, will be the next member of the All-NBA first team to win a ring.
Oh,
to
man.
win a ring.
Oh, I think I'm gonna be a hater here.
Jazz it up
I'm
or
gonna
jazz
jazz
it
it down.
Jazz it down?
I don't think the Celtics and Tatum will win this year. Simply because right now, state of things. Let's say nakapasok na yung Golden State in the next game.
Right.
I'm higher on Golden State
Right.
than I am on Boston.
If they even
make it
pass.
through. I may Heat pa eh.
Okay, okay.
So, this
Okay.
I think is a safer bet saying jazz, it down. Yeah.
In relation to that,
Yes, go.
So dugtong ko na yung third statement.
Oh,
the
oh,
Golden
oh, oh.
State Warriors, as you mentioned,
Yeah.
are the clear-cut favorites to win the title.
Ooh,
Jazz it up or
I'm
jazz
jazzing it up. And notice, every time I say something, I'm using jazz hands. All right? So I'm gonna jazz it up there. And when you look at Golden State, you look at Steph Curry, you look at Draymond Green, then you have guys who explode like Poole, like Thompson, and
Lalim
you
ng
also
bench
have,
pa.
ang lalim eh. And it feels like they're peaking at the right time. What they're doing to the Mavs, even though they lost the game a while ago and
Today,
hindi na siya
right?
sweep, it's not easy. And it shows us that they have what it takes to make it all the way to the end despite upstart squads like Dallas. So you go up against a Boston team. I think it will be an interesting matchup, pero I think that the ceiling is higher for the Warriors. I think the Warriors are the title favorites. Clear cut, I don't know, but I would say that they are the favorites here.
Got healthy at the right time, peaking at
Yes.
the right time. Okay,
Yes.
and of course their experience
Yeah.
from coaching down. Okay, last one. Mabilis lang, Pao. Rudy Gobert, Donovan Mitchell. Did they play their last season together?
We're not
Jazz
even
it up,
in the
jazz it
playoffs.
down.
We're not even in the playoffs.
But did they play their last season
No,
together?
No,
Jazz it up,
they
jazz
did
it
not.
down.
They did not only because if you're, if you're one of the very few people out there who are Jazz fans like me, you know that you're not trading for anyone that is also an All-Star, that is also an All-NBA caliber talent. So you're probably trading the people around them instead of the both of them. You gotta keep them if you want to reach the top. The best players have to stay. Boom.
I'm sorry, Pao. we wanted to dedicate 30 minutes to that statement alone.
I could have gone a
but
monologue.
we can't.
Yeah, I could have
Good
gone a
job.
monologue for 30
Good
minutes.
job.
Okay.
Good job. Thank you for joining us. I'm Boom Gonzalez.
And I'm Paulo De Rosario. This has been The Game.